Hi, my name is Michelle, and I'm a dentist here in Arizona. I just wanted to share with you a miracle that is undisputed. You can't dispute that this wasn't a miracle. My dad was a surgical resident in Rochester, Minnesota in the 60s, and he was in St. Mary's Cafeteria. And this gentleman came up to him, one of the people that was doing also residency in cardiac, and laid down the plans for his dream, which was I think it was 1 or 2 series of surgical procedures to help those with congenital heart defects. Well, my dad looked at the plans and he thought to himself, interesting, but it doesn't happen very often, so he didn't quite understand why he was so passionate about it. Thank God he was. Years and years later, my dad married. 4 years after that, I was born. I was born in 1970. I was born butt first, which is Frank Breech, cross-eyed, stone deaf. And my insides and internal anatomy is reversed to human anatomy, which means my right is your left is my right. So my heart's on the right side. My main artery and vein were switched. I literally broke the mold. So when the pulmonary artery and vein are switched, obviously there's problems, the balance is off. I had holes in my heart when I was born. I was born blue and tiny. I could fit in Dad's palm, apparently. So I was 70% oxygenated up to 29 years old. I had a normal life. I really don't know how it's possible, but I had a procedure pretty much soon after I was born, which bypassed the problem until technology caught up. And we didn't think about it till I was 29 and on the verge of death. I basically forced myself onto that surgical table. So as time went on, at 29, I got a heart valve replacement and pacemaker. At 29, I was recovering, and my dad realized Rastelli was the one who came up to him years before I was born and talked to him about the Rastelli procedure, which saved my life. This guy, Dr. Rastelli, was incredible. He died at 36 of cancer. It was a painful death too, apparently. And he literally was love. His motto in life was love always wins. He used to have his little patients sign something in his office saying love always wins, and you agree. And if you agreed, you could sign it. So that was his motto in life. Love always wins. He died when I was born in 1970, which was a shock to me when I found out. So he basically died young. Basically, my dad didn't think about it until after I had near-death experiences. It was an awful fight. It was like 4 months, 3.5 months in ICU, but I made it. Never underestimate the power of the human spirit. I believe I was meant to die. It was a fork in the road. I rose out of my body, and basically it was said to me, choose, and I chose. To make a long story short, I was a little angry, so I walked out of ICU desatting to 0 as I ripped all the IVs out in my intubation tube. Long story short, they got hold of me and put me back into the bed and put me under anesthesia for a little bit. So the reason why I wanted to tell you this is, first of all, to live this long, it's impossible. It's too complex. Doctors all my life have been amazed at the fact that I was saved. Rastelli has helped hundreds, if not thousands, of people born with congenital heart defects. It's mind-blowing. Love always wins. So the reason why I'm telling you, this was serendipity, but you have it in your own life. You're just not quite in the mind to see it. You have to make peace with your mind, and I'll explain this later. The mind is 95% negative. Every human that you see is in an abusive situation, whether they be alone, married, broken up marriages. Our minds are literally slowly wearing on us, and it brings down your vibration, it brings your energy. You know, if you don't believe me, just during the day, listen to your thoughts. It's not funny. So the golden rule is treat people the way you'd want to be treated. No, do better than that. The human nature is such where we're not afraid to fail. We're used to it, the human race. What's hard is to give you value, your self-value, enough to take care of yourself, to spend time with yourself, either nature, gardening, or literally staying in a room, closing your eyes, and just being still. Basically, miracles happen. It's out there. And if you're parents of a heart patient, I just wanted to let you know, faith and prayer are extremely powerful, but so is meditation, which is the quieting of the mind during the day and during the night. Try to make peace with your mind so that you physically have no talking in the mind. You will increase your chances of miracles. You will increase your chances of opportunities. If you spend, and you're serious about this, you literally can change your whole life and the life of others. I had a breakup in 2007. It was traumatizing. I took a year off from dentistry and I became a coin dealer on eBay. It was my therapy, but I learned to meditate. I'm tired of that meditation word. You know, it has nothing to do with spiritual. Let's look at it as a physical thing that you need to do and practice. Take serious every day. You close your eyes and you listen. You just listen. The sounds around you. The reason why you're doing this is you are creating quantum space, quantum energy that defies the laws of human physics, physical physics. Stopping enslaved by your mind and start working on a quiet mind. During the day, you should not react to anything at all. No reaction. During the day, emotions have caught humans into a net vibe. It's when you're emotional, you react, you're not making sense. Sometimes it's really elation, sometimes it's depression. This is a world of polarity, and you need to address that and be aware of that. What goes up comes down, day, night, black, white. It's a law of opposites. Here, there, you know. You want to be more whole. Your mind is a cluttered room, and if you want greater things to happen to you, you need to start taking out the furniture. It is very difficult to accept lack of emotion, basically you're becoming an observer. Very difficult if you thrive on ups and downs like I did. I have been a heart patient my whole life. I've had to use fear to get through things. And that is the language I use, whether it be college, dental school, to get A's. I was scared, running scared. And I was not scared dying, but I knew it wasn't my time. I chose. Take your life back, whether you're in an abusive relationship, whatever it is. You sit in a room quietly, you close your eyes, and you just listen. The more you do this, the more space you are creating. You will change your life, and you will also change the lives around you. I've seen this firsthand. Friends, family. I meditated for a long time. I made it a little more difficult than I should have because I thought I was fighting my mind and I was going to murder my mind, but that doesn't ever work very well. Just say you're making peace with your mind. You know, I can get into why the mind is speaking. Your thoughts are not you. Your thoughts are literally a separate than you. You are not your thoughts. You are not creating your thoughts. Your creativity comes when you're a clear channel. No emotion, no reaction. You're observing your surroundings. Just do it for a day. You're driving. Be quiet. Just watch. You will get so... when you really take this serious, you're going to be almost shocked by the profoundness of a new language that you are seeing. Thinking isn't noisy. You'll have thoughts, but it won't be talking. It will be just there. You'll be there. It's an objective thought. It's not negative. It's not positive. It just is. So let's say you have a problem in the day that you said, okay, I'm in the present moment. I'll deal with it when it comes. You will literally have a way out to that problem because the answer is right in front of you. Coincidences come together. You'll find more coincidences. It's such a fluid flow language. You're concerned about something, money. You create space. Opportunities come out of the blue, nowhere. Sell what's not nailed down. It will come to you. All these different opportunities. You also notice your friends and family either separate or don't. Your friends are going to separate or don't. It's called parting the waters. Your brain is going into higher frequencies and your heartbeat is radiating out farther and farther beyond football fields and farther. There really is something to this heart thing. You know, say it with your heart, love. There really is. You just have to have a quiet mind. Can be physically explained. I have changed my entire chemistry of the brain. And I think right now I think I'm dealing with the fact that I'm not as emotional. I don't react. Very different than what I've been and thrived on. And I miss. It's almost an addiction. I miss it, but I can't survive it anymore. I don't think you can either. So your worst enemy is within you, your mind. You know, if you believe or you don't, I always say Satan's in the mind, God's in the heart. I can't judge Satan, God, Satan, God. Both are bad. Both are good. To me, the living God, the living universe, whatever you want, is pure unconditional love. You cannot see it until you are aware of your mind. If you are listening to what your mind is saying and you quiet your mind gradually. It actually first starts with you just listening to your mind without reacting. Just listen to it all day long. You have to become aware of it and you're shedding light on it, which is a frequency. And that frequency rises and everything around you, all the brains around you will start amplifying and increasing in frequency. Friends that are not your friends will somehow drop out of your life. Those of malintent somehow drop out of your life. If you see someone that comes to you, you are in tune with your inside intuition. You would say stranger danger. You're clear. You're a clear channel. Whatever you believe, whatever you want to call it. Living God, the waters of truth. You can't be it, see it, until you are committed to saying, the way I'm living my life is not working. I deserve more, whether it be money, a better relationship, I deserve more. You don't create this, you don't manifest this, because that's a whole set of distractions. You cannot create anything as to the magnitude of greater things which can happen when there's true space. You've created true space. Your creation will keep you small. You clear your mind and you let it flow and it will be big. I'm not saying don't work on your goals, but you need to clear to see what's meant. You have better chance of accepting what's meant, better chance of forgiving. Forgiveness has nothing to do with the actual act. It is freeing yourself from this world. You either want to be free or you don't, and we can get into the discussion of the sins of the father, you're born in sin. It physically means your physical body and the world around you is against you till you educate yourself, become aware, and really spend time to do it every day. Even if you're going through your life, you go to the mirror and work, close your eyes and just listen to your heartbeat for 5 minutes. Or stare at the mirror and just be still. Actually, staring in the mirror is very powerful. That's another story, but that's up to you whether you want to do that. The best way really is to get into a room, close your eyes, and just listen. Start 5 minutes a day. This is not exercise for a body, your physique. It is meditation, it's a sadhya, it's a practice, but it's to change you. And sometimes it's not about you and your needs. It changes the life of others without you saying a word. It's simply you. I know because I've experienced it my whole life. I've had a lot of supernatural things happen and experiences. But again, when you're just, a person, you have your mind. I want better for you, and I want better for the human race. We can do better. And if enough people, especially in the United States where it's really polar, if enough people meditate, we will change physicality altogether. There's a shift in consciousness. That's why everyone's kind of going crazy. The frequencies are increasing. I also think cell phones and all this technology is really affecting our brains, obviously. Because from between this, even in my lifetime, the 80s were completely different than now. Start disassociating from technology. The whole point of this world is for you to depend on your senses, and the whole point of this is to keep you down. I don't care what race, angels, I don't care, reptilians, whatever you believe. We're the most valuable race in existence. So people are saying, you know, the reptilians, they want our DNA. Of course they do. And, you know, you can go into the bizarre and supernatural, whether you believe or not. Do your own research. But I'm going to leave you with this. Truth always stays the same. In this world, it can be worded different, but then the core of it stays exactly the same. If someone's telling you something, and 5 months later you ask again, and it changes, it was a lie. Truth really stays the same. So if something's repeating, or you came to this video, I would absolutely listen to it. You 100% will see absolute change in your life and the lives of others. I kind of was an extremist. I took it too far. Thank God I did. It changed my world. My best friend Maria did the same thing. It changed her world. Her whole life changed. It blew my mind when I saw it happen, but we knew this was going to happen because we know the dynamics of it. You are not just physical. You know, I've kind of been upset about the death thing, but we do live on. We really do. You start vibrating at a higher rate. Long story short, I didn't take it far enough to go farther than that. That'll be another discussion. You really need to have faith within yourself. Know that humans self-sabotage, and I call it shoot the foot syndrome and gene. Humans will do everything to sabotage themselves in relationships and everything. That is the ignorance of the human race. We need to wake up, know our value, not at the expense of others, because the others start looking at other people. They are extremely valuable. Value your world, show appreciation, do your work. 1,000,000,000% your life will change. Restell, that came around with me. The love always wins. Love always wins. I think the Bible phrases love, the definition, the best I've ever seen. It is not, it doesn't waver. It's basically what I'm telling you. Love to me is truth. It stays exactly the same. In this world, unconditional love is very difficult to achieve, and that's okay. My parents have shown unconditional love through all my supernatural experiences, through my surgeries. Oh my God. That is unconditional love. There are people who have had murders of children, and there are many people who have forgiven. Forgiveness is not about the other person, it's about you and you alone, maintaining your stance with staying the same. You will not see truth unless you become the same within. No talking in the mind, quiet the chattering monkeys, start listening to your heartbeat when you close your eyes, if you can, do your best. And you get back to me either at this video or go ahead and make a comment on Meditation Heals the World on Facebook. 100%. I can't even emphasize enough. I really want as many people to see this as possible, because right now it's a turning point. When you close your eyes and you're quiet, you're actually being amplified by people around the world who are meditating and praying. Praying is very important too. It's accepting what you can't change, but hoping. Hope, it's pure hope. I feel like I've become more of a whole person. My opportunities have changed. My finances have really changed. change happens within. So stop the spiritual guru meditation. There is a definite goal, which is to achieve present moment awareness and quiet mind, not for spiritual voodoo, but it's to change your life and the lives of others. You literally are at a fork in the road. You're hearing this for a reason. You've heard my story with Rastelli. Literally, that is impossible. And my dad realized, wow, that guy came up to me years ago. His liver work done. He had the Rastelli procedure. He is now being considered for sainthood with the Catholic Church. And, you know, I'm not Catholic, but yeah, he needs to be a saint because it's just very powerful, apparently. Anyway, I hope this helped. This will change your life if you allow it. Work hard at it. Pretend, I don't know, do whatever it takes. Pretend you're an angel visiting and you're just watching the human race. Just watch. You will start seeing that subtle language that flows through everything, and your mind will be blown. So if you want profound experiences, do your work. It's worth it. That is the reward, the opportunity. Isn't that funny? We always think, oh, work more, work harder. Work less, work more efficiently. I've learned that as a dentist too. Work efficiently. I take time with patients. It's mind-blowing. Work, even just work less. You will literally be more efficient with a mind at a higher vibration, higher frequency, and higher quantum level, because quantum level has no distance, it's instant. I'm with you, you are with me instantly. We are one. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you that. I hope this helps one person, because that one person who takes it seriously, it will change their life and realize when opportunity comes, seize it, work towards it, whatever you want to do, and realize your lied to nature that you've believed in is you're against yourself. You will sabotage yourself. You will shoot yourself in the foot. Humans are not afraid of being miserable. I always estimate this world as slave, master, victim, martyr, hero. You are not a role in a psychological game. This is not a game board. Humans have been played with, long story. You decide if you want to pursue that or not, because truth stays the same. It'll come to you. Okay, so I'll tell you how profound quiet mind is. You know, obviously the, opportunities, getting out of debt quickly, it's mind-blowing, but it's the subtle things too. You're able to handle things better. You're able to appreciate people better. You're able to see their capabilities. It's unbelievable. It's definitely a different world. You're getting out of polarity. You don't want to be a magnet. You are not a game or psychology game. You're not a role. You are human, but no one, especially in America, is choosing to be a being. Humans need to express simply being. Don't work harder, work less, work more efficiently. That means more money in work, and that means more abundance for you. You can have an idea, but you're only literally going minute by minute by minute. You know, I've had to make lists because I'm so used to memory. I actually choose to make lists of things I need to do just to keep a quiet mind. Practice it. I hope this helped. I promise 1,000,000,000% it will change your entire world around you, and those around you actually. You will have more faith because you will be shocked at the profound nature of how subtle everything flows. God's voice, the living universe, I don't care what you call it. Even if you're an atheist and you don't have faith, do your meditation practice and watch what happens. I think you might want to reconsider. You don't have to worship some god, deity, some male figure that's not the point. True unconditional love flows. You're to make boundaries here for yourself, what's acceptable and what's not. And the rest flows. Accept what's not meant for you or what you choose not for yourself. He will not abuse me. Cheating is not accepted or accepted. You need to make boundaries for yourself, because really unconditional love in this world, just be aware that there is greater love obtained in this world, but not from you. All right, well, I guess I've said enough. I hope this goes out. I hope people actually watch this, and I really hope you practice. You will change it all. Your physicality will change too. I was going to tell you a story, but I forgot what I was going to say. You know how that goes. I don't think I've ever really made a personal video for YouTube, so I'm a little nervous, but okay. Sending love to you all, and I hope you do what you're meant to do, which is just be. Thank you.